Hey, this is gonna be a pretty random video, but I just wanted to talk about Star Wars Battlefront 2's Heroes. It's kind of a discussion. It's not scripted. It's just gonna be me playing, kind of rambling. But I wanted to talk about my possible Heroes series a little bit and how I'm kind of having trouble coming up with some heroes. You might be thinking, what? There's so many heroes that they could add to the game. But my problem is that I don't want to do obvious heroes for the series. Like I don't want to do Count Dooku, Ahsoka, Qui-Gon, Obi-Wan, Anakin. You know, these are all characters people know. I want to do like rare characters. Like the ones I've put up are Commander Bragg, who's from pretty rare character. He's only from Star Wars Uprising. I did Bazine Natal, who's only from who has her own book, but also from The Force Awakens, kind of a background character. You know, Luminara Unduli, not that much of a background character, but still kind of lesser known. Yeah, so I'm just gonna be rambling on about stuff, playing. I didn't even see the I didn't even see the map we were on. But yeah, if you have any ideas for heroes, please tell me, or reinforcements. I mean, I kind of wanted to get 4 heroes in before I did the reinforcements, but I'm kind of having trouble.
First wave failed, and now they're rolling a heavily armored multi-troop transport toward the palace. We'll have to take it out with the ion disruptors at hand. If we can't stop it, well...
One of the heroes I was thinking of, like, for heroes, I was trying to think of more shooting heroes, because right now, on the hero side, there's not really any heroes I really like. Or the light side, there's not really any heroes I like. Versus on the villain side, there's a lot more shooting heroes I'd rather be, like Boba Fett, Bosk, Iden, Phasma's cool. You know, there's a lot more interesting characters.
Counting down.
I don't know what that guy's plan was, that was weird. Okay, I thought I rolled, but I guess it didn't count. But yeah, because I was trying to get another light side hero in, like a shooting one that was more of a soldier, and I'm guessing, like, I was going to do, one of his names is a Prune Face, but I think his actual name is like Omimarco, and you'll know him from Robot Chicken if you watch Robot Chicken Star Wars, like on YouTube or stuff. But his thing goes like, when your face is a prune, then action goes boom. I was gonna do him because it's a canon character, and that's another problem I've been having. Is just like, I don't know a lot of the new canon. Like, I've never watched Rebels. I've only watched a couple bits of it, like little snippets on YouTube. So I don't really know any of the heroes or anything. I'm guessing those might be added at a later date because they are a main feature, sort of, now. Yeah, I'm getting my butt kicked. Just turn that off. I don't need the LAAT. Should you be using something else? No, I think I was trying to get attachments for this gun. I have the first one. I'm trying to get the second, I think. I have the the first order light machine gun unlocked, but I don't really use it.
Enemy crossing the first waypoint. New positions.
There's too many enemies. Like, I think my team's just bad.
Let's go.
Well, and I'm not doing too good either. I keep looking at the computer screen. Every time I do that, I get distracted. Looking at the time to make sure it's recording right. I start focusing more. Because it's like right in my right eye's peripheral vision, so it's like I constantly look over there. But yeah, if you have any suggestions for heroes or villains, I might try to do a possible thing on them. Just name them. Make sure they're try to make more rare characters. Like, I mean, we know Dooku is eventually coming. We know Grievous. We know Obi-Wan, Anakin. Any famous characters. Do try to find more rare ones. Like, I thought of doing General Cleave. Was also a different one. He's from the comic books. Now, I haven't read any of the comics. The only ones I've read were the old Dark Horse ones, and I have a couple of the Empire ones I've read. But those aren't canon anymore, so... that's a tank. That's another enemy. Wow, I'm just dying. Somehow I'm not at the bottom. Wow, I haven't done anything yet. I'm not at the bottom of the team. I should really start focusing more. But it's like, every time I find someone, they're always in multiple groups. And... oh! Fudge. Yeah, there's... see? This is what I mean. It's like, I'm having a battle with him, and there's always another guy. ATRT on this map is no longer worth it, because you can't bring it inside the palace. I got it.
Closing in on the palace. Fall back along the path. Covering fire, go!
I know mine's the weaker one, because I like it because you can move around faster, but... it still gives you good points. I use the mobile sentry one because I like being able to move around while doing it, and I just died. Whoa. Save up more. Now, I don't usually do this bad. It's whenever I'm talking and not paying attention really and trying to think about stuff to talk about is when I do bad. Because you know that from the last couple of videos I've put up, I can do good. Same as Battlefield. Like, whenever I record and talk, awful. Whenever I focus and do stuff, yeah, I can do pretty good. That explosive sentry. Is it the explosive? No, the overcharged one is the one that gets spammed a lot. Like, I don't know, I like being able to move with the mobile sentry. And we're lagging. Look at that. Do you see that lag? Despite me having the Ethernet cable in, so I shouldn't be lagging. It's the game lagging, not me. There we go.
Those droids are following someone. Can't ID.
There's Bot. I think Boss is here. We are lagging just a bit.
Who is that? MTT preparing to fire. Port fire ready. Grenade out.
Kylo. I'm dead.
No use stopping that MTT now. Stop. Fall back position. shore to the palace. We haven't lost yet.
I think we only hit the MTT like 3 times.
Fire ready.
Single target, the mobile sentry will kill faster than them. It's just not very good at killing multiple targets. Hey, we can get hero. Oh no, they're taken.
Let's do this.
I don't know, we're going more than one battle. We'll go like a couple battles. I want this video to be a bit long, so we can talk more about the future of this game. Remember, this is all unscripted, so... But yeah, I don't know. Like, I think that they need to focus more on maps than heroes. Like, a lot of people have said they'd rather have more heroes than maps. I'm like, no, I'd rather have more maps and game modes than more heroes. Like, even though more heroes would be nice, I just feel more maps and more game modes, it would be a better thing to focus on.
Better do something about these door controls.
Like, you can have a game with very limited amount of guns, as long as there's a good amount of maps and game modes, you can still have fun with it. Like, Bad Company 2 had like a very small amount of weapons. Like, I think it only had like 3 secondaries altogether. But hey, now we can get some heroes. I'm gonna go with Leia. It's because I have her somewhat upgraded. But yeah. Well, yeah, like I was saying, as long as you have more maps, I think that you can have a good game. Like, you don't need that many weapons.
Reposition.
And with this game, I've been wanting them to add in previous maps from the 2015 game because, well, there was a lot of things wrong with the 2015 game. The maps were really good. And wow, that lag.
Over there!
Too many of them.
Fall back.
Doors unsealing. Fall back to the throne room.
Why isn't that opening?
They're coming inside. Steal the throne room. They'll try to override the doors. Guard your positions till reinforcements arrive.
Hello. There we go.
Nowhere left to run.
Still moving!
On the throne room
Gotta
or
make
we
it
die.
quick!
My time. Fight with honor.
Situations like this, they keep you humble. Powering on! Stay close! Out of the way!
Ah, it bounced the wrong way.
I'm quite out of patience!
Control.
Shoot that!
Yeah, there's no hope there. I mean, I could run a little bit. I probably should have ran toward the throne room. Oh well, I had fun as Leia. It's comic book Leia, if you didn't know where that outfit was from. I've not read any of the new
Enemy leader
comics.
deploying. Enemy detected. Throne room.
See, my problem with this game is that, for some reason, my teammates never like to focus down the heroes. Like, it's really easy to kill heroes if you just focus them down. But no one ever does that. They always run away from
Enemy
me.
on the battlefield. Hacker spotted.
I hate the flash grenades. I hate flash grenades every game they're in. I don't know why game companies keep putting them in there. Like, the only game that did them right is Black Ops. Because Black Ops had a counter to them. It had a face... The gas mask... no, Black Ops and World at War both had counters to them. And it was like... You would have a perk that would just, like, reduce their effectiveness. Like, in World at War it was shades. And because there was no flash grenade, there was flares.
It's no use. All forces scatter. The palace is lost.
But that's why I hated MW2 so much. Is because... the game has so many stupid things in it, but with no counters to them. Like, flash grenades got spammed. There was no counter. There's no counter to... the only counter to quickscoping was the Model 1887's dual wield with the glitched perks that made them shoot further. Because then they got rid of that and there was no counter. Oh, I did awful, didn't I? No, I did okay. Well, I felt like I was doing a completely awful bottom of the scoreboard, and here I am, 4th on the team. Alright then. Like I said, we're gonna go for this for a while, but... other things that they need to add is more game modes. Like, a lot of people have been wanting Conquest. I say they should add Carrier Assault. I think Carrier Assault... maybe a Carrier Assault Conquest mix game mode. Like, have, like, that type of playlist, like, mix those two together, because they're very similar, but yet kind of different. Let's go with, we can get a bunch of points at the start with this. But yeah, like I said, and for Conquest, they're going to need a lot more reinforcement types. Like, what they have now, like, let's say they did Conquest right now. The Republic would have no ground vehicle. They would only have the LAAT air vehicle, which isn't really an air vehicle. It only circles the map, which wouldn't be that bad, because then it'd be like an AC-130. But the Confederacy here has a tank. The Republic doesn't have a ground vehicle right now. Well, they have the AT-RT, but that's not really as heavy of a vehicle. Like, they would need to add a lot more. They would need to add a fast vehicle, a speeder. They would need a light walker for everything. They would need a heavier vehicle and a semi, and more reinforcements. They would need several types of
assault, activate escort programs, eliminate all troops encountered. Multi-troop transport must
shoot that far?
palace gates intact.
No.
Thwart clone ion disruptor attacks.
That's what I mean, is like they need a lot more units in this game before they can do a proper conquest. Like, they would need Droidicas, Magna Guards, clone ARC Troopers, clone Commandos. They could even bring in the Behemoth system from Battlefield 1, you know. ATT for the Republic, AT-ATs for the First Order and the Empire. For the Rebels, they could do the Gargantuan. Which I think it's the Gargantuan? Garm Umbellus commanded it in Empire at War, but that's not canon anymore. But then again, I don't know if they could make it canon. Because the Gargantuan's a weird vehicle. It's basically a land battleship. I don't know how people use the blurg. It's like, I hate it. I hate burst pistols. Like, I like the S5 so much more than the blurg. Then again, I don't have this upgraded at all, but still, it's like... burst pistols just never work for me, in any game. Well, no, that's not true. Black Ops 2, that burst fire M1911, but that's because you can fire it super fast, so it's basically full auto. Wondering why I use the explosive shot, even though it's not really that good. It's because it's pretty good on some maps. On most maps it's crap, but I find on Camino, it's actually decent enough to be used. because of the lack of cover. Basically, any map with a lack of cover, the explosive shots, or the homing shot's pretty good. Points here.
Win or be deactivated. No light. Not disengaged. Roger, roger.
Is the saber tank, I forget what it's called, but the Republic attack tank, the hover tank that was in the Clone Wars and in Battlefront 1 and the original Battlefront, is that still canon? If that's still canon, then they could add that for a Republic ground unit for Conquest.
Have reached the first waypoint. Continue the escort.
But they absolutely need ground vehicles for each faction in order for Conquest to work. Like a lot of people saying, oh, just add Conquest. No, there's not enough units yet to really make Conquest work, in my opinion. Because think about Battlefield 1, right? Battlefield 1 now has how many different vehicles? And the elite kits? Because you have, what? The heavy tank, the assault tank, the light tank, the land ship. That's 4 different tanks. You have 2 different types of heavy armored cars. You have 1 light armored car. You have horses, and you have the little topless armored cars that really just transports. But you get what I'm saying. That's almost 10 different units that this game has. I mean, most of them wouldn't really work. Also, you'd need to come up with add more vehicles for the droids, because they're not really vehicles. They have, like, let's say they brought over the behemoth system. The behemoth system, what would you use for the droids? The MTT? I mean, this thing's not really a combat vehicle. It's just a big transport that happens to have guns on it. I mean, sure, it's big, but it's only got a couple of forward-facing cannons. That'd be awful for Conquest.
Terminate the Republic forces. Fired. Roger, roger. Ally arriving. Threat level maximum.
Ah. Oh. Oh, I knew that was gonna happen. What'd I get hit by? Blurg. Bet you that's a fully upgraded one. I hate this pistol, I do.
Roger, roger. Huh, those disruptors really work.
I don't know. Like I said, they need to add a lot to this game. And they will. I mean, I know DICE is working on 3 different games right now, but still. Aha. You want to abuse that health system. Like, it's really abusable. I think I have a blue upgrade on it. Don't know what the blue upgrade does. I think it just increases the area of effect, maybe.
MTT has reached waypoint 2. Further attacks must be intercepted.
Try running across the street here to those teammates. As an officer, you definitely want to follow your teammates around. You usually do. Problem is, the teammates don't always want you following them around. Nor do they always run together. And you got one guy here, what is he doing? Shooting at that.
Direct hit to the MTT.
Hopefully that AAT can soak up some damage in the meantime. Yeah, and again, for Conquest to work, they'd have to add a type of transport, because, like, let's say they did it almost exactly the same as Battlefield 1. There's no transport vehicles in the game right now. There's no multi-person vehicles. I mean, I know you can glitch the speeder bike out, but... Darn.
Roger, roger.
Would they need to add more heroes? I don't know. No, there's, like, for a conquest mode, they have enough heroes. Oh no, I only have a green upgrade on that, but yeah. There's enough heroes to make conquest mode work, but how many heroes do you allow? That's another thing, and I think you only have 4 max on each side at a time at the end game of each Galactic Assault. So how many do you allow on Conquest? Do you allow them all?
Activating strategic control circuits.
Why isn't that locking on? Huh, that's weird.
MTT targeting weapons. The MTT is in position. Clear the area of clone resistance. Prepare for phase 2.
Turret ready.
Can't go inside anymore with that NTRT.
Smoke grenade planted. Weapon sorting out.
Nope. I'm recording right now, so...
Exterminate the Republic forces.
Oh, it's Finn. I don't feel like saving up for a hero because they're mostly all taken. We'll just go with a super. Alright. He didn't even play the game. So. I don't know why he's invited me. If he's playing PUBG, let's see.
New enemy detected.
Yeah, he's playing PUBG. Why would I join his party? Who else is on? Eh. You know, sometimes when you click an ability, it doesn't always activate right away.
Guard protocols activated.
Get away!
We've got help. Great help.
Oh, what killed me? How did he hit me? I was behind the... Alright, fine, we'll get a jetpack. Oh, we have Bosk. That might help. Should help.
E-store controls located. Running override.
Jetpacks are fun. Or jump packs, they're not technically a jetpack.
E-station override incomplete. Access denied.
There's a Wookiee.
I am linked into the east door controls. Proceed to the west system.
Get back in there. I find it weird that Super Battle Droids can crouch. See, like, I double click both of these things, but they didn't activate. It's weird. Missiles, or wrist rockets. Gotta watch out for them.
Overriding the west door
Okay.
controls.
Got an assist.
Enter free
It's lagging.
and prepare for phase 3. Besiege the palace and override the door control systems. No organic soldier should stand in your way. Secure the throne room before reinforcements arrive.
Guy up there.
The will fall to the separatist army.
Aw, I missed. Surprise! You thought he could hide in a corner? Oh! Nope. Okay. I hate how when you get hit by a lightsaber, it disables all your abilities. That is the worst thing. I should be able to fly away right when he's swinging. But nope, you can't do that. You basically get stunned, which is really annoying. If you didn't get stunned, things would be a lot better.
Accepted. Enemy sentry gun. Grenade prime.
The game is really lagging. Like,
Repair the booster.
I don't know what's lagging though. Ah, hello. That's a Wookiee. Yeah, I wasn't getting out of that easily. Hey, we can get a super. Well, let's have them all blue. I got 3 green cards, and I think well, I'm trying to upgrade Phasma. I want to get all of her droid upgraded, because I want to see if I can make her droid, like, overpowered. Like, just by putting all 3 droid things on, you know? I can help you. I don't think I helped, but... I think there's a Jedi. Yes, there is. Hello. Yeah, I knew it. That's an unupgraded Luke. See, if Star Wars blasters had actual gun rate of fires, lightsabers still would be mainly useless, because look how slow this is firing. Okay, that's probably what, 300 to 500 rounds per minute? That's not that fast, considering that we have machine guns like the MG42 or submachine guns like the PPSH firing over 1,000 rounds per minute.
Sentry guns online.
Okay, it's lagging. I am not on the right server. You saw that, right? After this game, like, the weird thing is, if you select where your server is and go into a game, it will put you in another different server next time you play. So you can not be lagging the first time, the next match you'll be lagging because you'll be in a new server. Or you'll not be lagging. It's really annoying.
Weapons detected.
Another annoying thing, your grenades do not go through your friendly players. Yeah, neither are gonna lose that.
Recalculating. All units initiate.
Should have been an officer, you might have had a better chance, but eh. Yeah, 31, 10, it's not too bad. 6th on the team. So I think I'm doing good. I'm doing 6th. When I think I'm doing bad, I'm doing like 4th.